Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Edgar-O, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about my favorite 5 go-to foundations that makes my skin look youthful, fabulous, glamorous, snatched, cute, pretty, amazing, bougie, all of the above. So if you want to know what my top favorite foundations are, then keep on watching. Now I gotta say really quick to the haters out there who keep leaving your little hateful comments calling me gay, queer, homo, fag, blah 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 blah. Yes, I am. I'm all of the above. And guess what? You're here watching me, bitch. And I'm gonna be more gay for you guys. I'm still getting paid. YouTube's still sending me checks. The more comments, the better. Loser. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let's begin. Okay, so now we know that there's like 1,000 foundations out there. I have not tried all 1,000 foundations, but these are just foundations that I've tried that work for my skin. Now remember, just because it works for my skin doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for your skin. I have very oily skin, but personally, I kinda like when my skin glows. That's weird, right? A lot of people don't like oily skin, but you gotta remember, if you have oily skin, you're lucky. When you have oily skin, you don't age as fast as someone who has dry skin. But yes, just because some of these products work for me doesn't necessarily mean it works for you, but I'm just gonna give you my insight, my input, my 2 cents on what I think about these products. Honestly, they work perfectly for me. I have 3 drugstore brands and 2 on a little bit of the high-end brands. All right, and before we get started, I also wanna say this video is not sponsored by any of these brands. These are simply my favorite go-to foundations. So, my first foundation that I absolutely love to wear a lot is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Foundation. This foundation is like my holy grail. This is actually one of the very first foundations that I got when I started getting into makeup. I got this in Honey Beige 90. That's my color. It's a little bit tan. It does not get cakey. It is very full coverage. It is very buildable. This is actually the foundation that I'm wearing right now. It looks really, really airbrushed. I know a lot of big YouTubers who wear this foundation, and it's definitely worth trying. Maybelline, I bow to you because this foundation, I see you, girl. I'm not mad at it. This goes anywhere from like $6 to $10, so it's very affordable. I love this foundation so much. I have 2 bottles. This one's already done. So if you've never tried it and you're on a budget, that's the one to go to. All right, moving on to the next one is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. I got this in the color Soft Tan 60. Okay, this foundation I just started using, and when I started using it, a lot of people were like, man, your skin looks really, 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 really nice. This one also doesn't get cakey. It is very buildable and it is full coverage. I started wearing this foundation about 3 weeks ago and I can't put it down because it's definitely one of my favorite ones. I bought this one at Ulta for, I think it was like $10.99 or $11.99. which is not bad. It's pretty affordable, and it's a 1.0 ounce, so you get definitely a lot of product for foundation. It's like $12. All right, moving on to the third foundation. I got the Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation by Maybelline. I just realized I got 3 Maybelline foundations. I bought this at Ulta and this retails anywhere from $6 to $8. Once again, this depends on where you buy it. It does not get cakey. It is full coverage. It's for normal to oily skin. I got this one in the color Warm Honey 322. This one also is a 1.0 ounce, which is the same one as the other one. Like, they're both Maybelline. They're both 1.0 ounce, but this one looks a little taller than the other one. But hey, Maybelline, you're doing your thing. I'm not mad at it. All right, moving on to the next one is the Smashbox Studios Skin Shaping Foundation Stick. Now, I got this one at Sephora. This one is a little bit on the expensive side, a little bit more like if you have some coins to spend. Now, this one retails for $42 at Sephora. Do I think it's worth $42? Yeah, it gets the job done, so why not? I like this one because it has foundation and it also has its contour stick on the other side. Now, you do get a lot of product for foundation. The foundation is a 2.3 ounce. I've had this foundation for quite some time and I still have plenty to go throughout the whole year and probably next year too. So Now, one thing about this foundation, for my skin, I feel like if I add too much stick on my skin, it could get a little cakey. I try not to add too much, maybe 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, blend it, and I'm good to go. It leaves my skin feeling smooth. It's not heavy. So yeah, this is definitely one of my top foundations, one of my top go-to foundations. And plus, Smashbox always comes out with great products, so that's definitely one to check out. Alright guys, moving on to the next foundation. This one is the Dior Skin Airflash foundation. This one is in the color 400 Honey Beige. Okay, this foundation is a little bit expensive. It's more on the bougie side. This one goes anywhere from $60 to $65. I actually got this one at Sephora for $62. Now, this foundation is a little tricky because it says to apply it direct to your face, 20 cm away from your face. But I hate doing that. I feel like it's getting all over the place. So what I do is I actually apply it direct to the brush and then I start putting it in my face. But let me tell you, this foundation works like a miracle. This is the type of foundation I would only wear if I feel bougie. If I want to be like, ooh, I'm fancy. Like, I wouldn't wear this foundation just to go to the movies. I would wear this foundation if I want to go out to dinner with my husband or dinner with my friends. And I want to be looking like, look at me, look at my face. You know what I mean. Now, this foundation, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you apply too much on your skin, it will get cakey. One time I got a little bit overboard because I'm like, ooh, Dior, I wanna look snatched. So I applied the foundation like it said, you know. And then when I started blending and blending, I noticed that my pores and my cheeks were getting really, really cakey because I think this one sets into powder. Please don't quote me, but to me it felt like it was setting into powder. Like any other foundation, if you apply way too much, I don't care what type of foundation is, if you apply way too much foundation, it's gonna get cakey. So now what I do is I take the foundation, I spray it into the brush, and then I start applying. It's just a really good foundation. Do I think it's worth $62 or do I think it's because it's the name Dior? Honestly, I feel like it's both. Yeah, it's worth it because it works really, really great. And like I said, this is like for females. You wouldn't want to wear heels every single day, right? You would only wear heels to go to a party or a special fancy occasion. Same thing for this foundation because it's so good you don't want to wear it every day because you don't have $62 to buy every week. You are paying for the name, but you also are paying for the product, and I think this is a really good product. Alright guys, well that concludes this video. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and I would like to know what is your favorite foundation. Please let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, well don't forget that if you like this video to comment, like, share, subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell button to get notified for my next video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.